Okay, Appliance Bootcamp family and friends, I want to thank you all for tuning in. We'll give YouTube a few minutes to notify everybody, let them know that we're live. I want to thank everybody again for tuning in. I'm going to put the actual call in information in the call in information is actually in the actual chat box. If you would like to call in, uh, that's actually in the chat box there. Um, Today it's going to be something a little bit different. We're going to have we're going to create a millionaire club with Appliance Boot Camp. Before we get started, I just want to let everybody know that we're going to have a TV mountain course that's going to be coming out in the next couple of weeks. I'm doing that in conjunction with alumni from Appliance Boot Camp. So we're putting together a course where we're going to show you how to actually mount TVs, how to actually go out and get contracts. So that course is coming out. It should be out in a couple of weeks. And like I'm saying, I'm doing that with conjunction with one of the alumni that actually has a service that he mounts TVs. That's one of the options he does with his appliance business is mounting TVs and actually doing the whole home smart uh, thing with the TVs where they connect your TVs with your appliances and your cell phones and all that. So he's putting together a course for that, and that'll be coming out in a couple of weeks. Also, I want to announce that we're in the process of putting together a seal system course. Myself, along with WWHVAC. If you hadn't been to his channel, please, I'm gonna put his channel in here. Please go to his channel and subscribe. He's very, very, very knowledgeable in heating and air conditioning, refrigeration. Um, he actually has agreed to help me do the seal system course, help me put it together. So we're in the process of working on that right now, and I want to have it out sometime between May and June. We're gonna put that together and try to get that out so you all can make some money prior at the beginning, make some money um, before the season is out, so y'all can make money this season with that uh, course. So, like I say, that will be coming out sometime between May and June, and can't wait to get that together. Also, I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna start repeating this every time we come into a broadcast because everybody I get the same question throughout the day, all day long. With appliance repair, you need to be charging $85 per hour, and when you want to charge them a minimum an hour and a half. So when you go out there, you charge them an hour and a half to actually diagnose, and you charge them an hour and a half to actually put the part on. And the reason I'm saying an hour and a half because you got taking accountability, your time you traveling out there, you're doing your pre-diagnostics, you calling in the actual work orders, getting authorization, you looking up the parts, you going you ordering the parts, you taking the parts to the customer house, driving there, you putting the parts home, you driving back to your office or your house and actually billing out. And then you got then also you need to put a little money in there for having to wait for your money because you're not getting your money up front. You having to wait. So the bank charge you interest. So you put a little bit of time, a little bit of money there for the interest that you're getting. So you charge $85 an hour. So I get that question all day long. They say it's funny sometimes. They say, "I know you say charge $85 an hour, but they asking me how much I'm charging per. I need to charge them per hour. It's $85 per hour. And don't worry about the like I say, people go out and buy the blue book, and they say, well, the blue book doesn't match up to the actual prices that I'm going to be quoting them. The blue book doesn't go with the warranty work. Blue book is when you go do COD. When you transition to COD, is other things that you have going on that you don't have when you're doing warranty work. By that time, you have put together a truck stock. By that time, you're diagnosing stuff a lot quicker. You know problems before a lot of times before you even get to the customer house. You charging the $85, you actually giving the warranty company a little bit of a break because you don't know. And so that's why. and you're giving them a break because you actually learning the trade. Once you learn the trade and you're then ready to go out and do COD work, then you when you go to the blue book, it's gonna bump your price up to instead of about $85 an hour, you be making somewhere between 100 and $125 per hour. By the time you go, you take everything into account that the blue book have in, you be making somewhere between 100 to $125 per hour. So all right, so I wanted to let you all know that. And today, what we're gonna do, we're gonna talk about the Millionaire Club. And what happened? I done you all a disservice when I put together this program. When I put together the program, I put it together for you all to make $100,000. Cause that's what everybody wanted to make. Everybody wanted to make $100,000. They wanted to make six figures. And like I said, I had been doing it for so long, making six figures. And I looked at Instagram and Facebook and all of that, and I thought everybody was making $100,000. So, but then when I found out everybody wanted to make $100,000, I thought that's where we should put the class at. Say, hey, you need to make $100,000 because that seemed like that's what the goal was for everybody, $100,000. And I remember when I put my business together many years ago. I wrote out my business plan, and my business plan, I wanted to make. I think then I wanted to make like 90 some thousand dollars my first year. And I went back like 2 years later and I read my business plan. And believe it or not, everything I wrote down, I actually accomplished it exactly how I had written it out. And I got mad because I only put down $90,000. I should have put down more money so I could have set the bar higher and I had somewhere to hit higher. If Because I said that 90, I didn't push any further than 90. Once I got to 90, I was done. I set the bar too low. Well, the same thing happened with Appliance Boot Camp. You all, I set the bar at 100,000. You all coming in here in less than 3 or 4 months, and y'all gonna break 100,000. We got many people who's billing out over between eight and $10,000 a month right now. Some billing out 13,000 per month and more. Some no y'all going 100,000. Y'all blowing past 100,000 easy. That's too easy right now. 100,000. Everybody can do it. And with the other courses that I'm seeing people putting out there, with their course, what the results they're getting. I saw some where somebody said they had this big to do because somebody crossed $1,000 per month part time. And I want to tell them, hey, my guy's doing that the first week part time after leaving here. And this person had done it, I guess, several months, so it's almost a year, and they had finally reached $1,000 part time in a month. And and I'm looking. I say with appliance repair and within the skilled trades, it's very easy to do 100,000. 100,000, you can make 100,000 not even trying hard, but it sounds good. So now I say, hey, let's push each other. I never in my life uh, done $1 million net. I ain't talking about gross because I know many people who have grossed over $1 million, but they only netted about 60, 80,000 after they done paid everything. I'm talking about net. I have never while in business netted $1 million. No, I've consistently can hit 250, 300. I've done that, and I've been relaxed. Because at 250, 300, I have a real good life. It's very easy. So I haven't pushed my foot on the gas to go further than that. So this weekend, I've actually for the last week, I've actually been reading. Like I say, I've been reading. I've read this book, the Home Service Millionaire. Um, some people have sent me some actual videos from, and I'm going to put some links out to those. The videos people have sent me about people who in the appliance repair business who jumps in and really go hard, and they making the first year $9 million in appliance repair. This guy in Tommy Mello, he's making 30 million doing garage doors. I know many contractors, uh, uh, skilled tradesmen, and appliance repairmen. I talked to several people at Ashby's this past year, who was doing $3 to $10 million. I talked to plenty of people who are doing to $10 million. I know many people in the skilled trades who makes between $1 to $10 million. Me personally, I never pushed the envelope to see if I could do it. One, I don't know if because I got complacent. Two, I don't know if it was because of just my surroundings. The surroundings I was with, they all whenever I got ready to push to really do something like that, a lot of times my surroundings pull me back. They'll tell you, don't go too far out there. Don't do too much. Now, you start doing too much, you're gonna get in trouble. And so a lot of times that did kind of bother me. I put the call in number if you want to call in and talk about it. And so what happened? I never had nobody to run with and push me to do it. But this past weekend, like I said, reading those books, listening to some podcasts that alumni have been sending me from people doing appliance repair, who uh who actually making $1 million plus. And I whatchamacall. And what really got me, I took a walk this weekend through my neighborhood, and we have a walking trail to go through my neighborhood, and I just walked to the other side of the lake, maybe about three doors down from me, and I didn't know this guy was building this house. And I come up on this house, and I'm like, "Gee, man, this is a mansion." I mean, he has it was mine. It was breathtaking when I came up on it. And he's like three doors down from me, and I was like, God, man, this is good. And it made me think. It said, no, you could do this. You can easily afford this, and you can easily done this if you push yourself. Um, and so now I'm saying, hey, I got a good group of guys that's came through appliance boot camp, and I'm saying, hey, now, hey, we don't no longer need to say no six figures. Six figures easy stuff for us. We need we're gonna have a millionaire club. So I'm saying now, I'm giving us 2 years. And that's including myself. I never cracked a million, but that's what the technical Thursdays and stuff and is going to be about. Us figuring out how we can crack a million net. I ain't talking about no million gross. I'm talking about million net, where we're going to net $1 million. If it's just through appliance repair or through a couple of different businesses, I don't care because I'm gonna have a combination of my businesses, but I'm gonna crack $1 million in 2 years net. And I want everybody to who wants to come on the journey to come with me. I'm telling you, we got several people who might who are going to hit it in 2 years. We got several people that I know of that are going to be are hitting it in 2 years. And I think now if all of us get together and say, hey, we're going to figure this thing out. How we going to crack this $1 million? For everybody else is doing it. It's not nothing it ain't like basketball, like the football draft, where you got to be almost a mutant and you got to be 300 pounds and run a four something and 6'8". Nah, with appliance repair, you can easily do it. And because I meet a lot of people at Ashley's that's not any smarter than we are, that's doing it. Um, and I know a lot of people around here who's doing it who's not any smarter than I am. So we're gonna do it. We're gonna figure it out, and we're gonna push each other. Because now we got people who we can run together, and we're gonna do this, and we're gonna crack a million, and we're gonna separate ourselves from all the other courses. All the other courses who want to hit six figures, yeah, they can hit six figures. We can easily do that. Six figures ain't nothing for us. We're saying, hey, we're gonna really do this stuff where they talk about the millionaires of tomorrow and stuff like that. We saying it. We're gonna do it in 2 years. I haven't seen any other courses who said they're gonna try to make somebody a millionaire or make themselves a millionaire in a time frame. In 2 years, that's gonna be the time frame that we're gonna do it. We're gonna figure out within these next 2 years, um, from right now to 2 years from now, we're gonna hit the gas and we're gonna whatchamacall. We're gonna somebody, including myself, we're gonna crack a million. And then once we figure that formula out, it'll be just like the appliance boot camp. How I can tell anybody how to make $100,000 because I've done it so many times. Once I figure out how to crack a million, and we figure out how to crack a million, we'll be able to tell anybody how to do that formula. And we went. We're not gonna because I'm almost I'm starting to believe once again. If you would like to call in, I'm putting the call in number there. I'm starting to believe a lot of people lying to us. People supposed to be millionaires and stuff like that. I think they lying to us now because like I say, uh, uh, I know millionaires. I know millionaires. I know my old business partners in there. And the people who supposedly be millionaires, they not moving the same as my old business partners in them were. They're not moving the same as the people who I know millionaires are. Like for instance, I heard some people say they say um, I got this building, I got this studio and stuff. When they say that, I'm thinking they're like my old business partner and them. When they told me they had something, it wasn't that they were renting something. It was like they owned it. They that's what they own. They own that. They won't rent it. But I found out I've been listening a lot to a lot of people who's supposed to be doing this stuff like businesses and stuff. And they tell me that they own this and they own that. Then I found out they renting it. And to me, when I was renting that my other office and all that, I told everybody, no, I'm renting this. I didn't own that. And when I found out that they're renting their place, to me it does, no, there's nothing wrong with renting. There's nothing wrong with renting, but don't come off like you own it. Just tell people, hey, I rent this space, and I got my business in this space. But when you come out and you say you own this, and this is yours, I'm thinking that you own it, that it's yours. But if you renting it, it don't feel the same to me because I could easily the money that I've put into this little building right here. I could easily go out and rent somewhere very, very extravagant and give the impression that hey, that this thing is rocking, and which it is, it's doing very good. But I what's call I could go rent someplace and give off a totally different vibe, and you all would think I was doing more than what I was doing. But the fact that I took the money that I would pay in rent and stuff and put it into this actual building here, uh, let me pull somebody on. I'm gonna actually uh we got 682. 682, you're on. Make sure they can't see your number. 682. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Hey, how you doing?
I'm good, man. How are you doing?
I'm doing good. Yeah,
I'm
I was
on the line with the rest of.
yeah, I don't know if you caught the show today, but we're talking uh Millionaire Club. We six figures is nothing
Yeah,
for everybody's coming in hitting six figures, and I set the bar too low. I need y'all to push me, and I'm gonna push y'all, and we're gonna bring some millionaires on here, and we're gonna figure this thing out. In 2 years, we're gonna crack a million.
I love that mindset, and yeah, I've been listening and following you guys, you and JT Hustle. That's how I came about linking up with you and
Okay.
subscribing to the channel.
Mm-hmm.
A little bit about my background. I've got a background in computer information systems,
Uh-huh.
but I branched out of corporate America and started. I wanted to really start doing, field service type work,
Mm-hmm.
working with my hands because of my background in the military and all.
Mm-hmm.
But I got a chance to work with a couple of platforms to do like IT related type work, but
Mm-hmm.
it's not as plentiful as I would like it to be,
Uh-huh.
mainly because I don't have anybody to have give me that little coaching that I need to kind of transition from just working in corporate 9 to 5 to doing field type work and what type of pitfalls to look out for. And then I just ran across, like I said, your channel, and I like the vibe that you brothers are bringing to the table. And I wanted to try to get in on some of that. I'm in Dallas, Texas, and
Mm-hmm.
just looking for someone either in the Dallas area that or if I can eventually get myself out there to where you're located and attend one of those boot camps, that'd be solid. What kind of advice would you give me on that?
We got the you are technical already, so we have the online course. you're technical, you know how to work with your hands, you could actually take the online course and go ahead and rock it if you want to do appliance repair. If that's what you wanted to do, if
Okay.
you wanted to do something, what are you doing? You say you're technical now. What are you actually doing technical now?
So what I generally do is I go out to different retail locations and change out their point of sale systems or their networking equipment,
Mm-hmm.
and occasionally do PC rollouts,
Mm-hmm.
things of that nature. But I wanted to add one other aspect to my field services. And when I just, like I said, I ran across your channel, I'm like, man, this is perfect. I mean, I'm already out here in the field.
Mm-hmm.
I'm pretty good with my hands. I can pretty much work my way through schematics and all because I got an electronics background.
Mm-hmm.
And I just need to have the formalized, hands-on type of exposure. And I like what you guys were doing at the boot camp. I've seen some of the videos there, and I was like, man, I'm thoroughly impressed. So it's like
Okay.
I've got all of the major components, but just
Mm-hmm.
not in a concise package.
Okay, okay, yeah, that's no problem. Yeah, in order to do it in your field, you would have to get you a mentor, somebody who's done it to actually walk it through, or find or buy their business plan if you can find one. That would tell you to do it.
Hmm.
With me, I've done it through appliance repair, so I'm just giving people my how I done it through appliance repair. So once somebody do it, they can
And
take.
that's how I kind of want to, and that's the area that I want to kind of branch into because
Okay.
in this particular market, the field tech stuff is as far as like the IT and point of
Mhm,
sale stuff.
mhm.
It is becoming a bit saturated. I want to be able to position myself to pivot. You
Okay.
know.
All right. Well, sign up for Appliance Boot Camp. At Appliance Boot Camp, we get our formula and it works because we have plenty of people who come in and like I said, these guys, 100,000 is not is nothing. We're knocking 100,000 is nothing because like I said, the as they call it the blueprint. So I'm going to use their terminology. The blueprint that I have, it generate 100,000
Right.
easy because I've done it
Yeah.
so many years and done it and so many people how to do it. So that generate 100,000 easy. But yeah, if you want to do that, come do that and join in with us because like I say, I'm 2 years. I'm gonna crack a million in 2 years, and we got other
That's
people
what's up.
we got other people here who gonna probably crack it before I do because they're more aggressive and they're going at it. So we're gonna have other people gonna probably crack it before I will. I'm giving myself 2 years to crack a million net, not a million gross, not no
Oh,
million net worth. I'm talking about a million net in 1 year.
oh, nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm down with that. How often do y'all get together for the boot camps? How often do you boot camps?
The boot camps right now because of the coronavirus, we're not actually able
Hmm.
to actually do the
Yeah,
live event. But if you go online, you can take the online course, and the online course show you everything we do in the live event. And then once we open up the live
yeah.
event, I try to have them at least twice a month. You can just sign up for one of the live events you want to come to.
Okay.
But
On
everything
the
you
online, do you offer any type of like online mentor support or anything like that? Like,
Yeah, well, if you take the course, the first couple of times you go out on a service call, you're gonna probably call me. You'll get my number where you can call me when you're on the service call, and I'll talk you through it. Then after that, you see how the guys in the chat they kind of hang out with the people you come to the class with. Y'all kind of hang out together, and y'all become like tight. And next thing I know, y'all got your own little clique, and y'all working together. And next thing I know, just the infrastructure of alumni from a lot appliance boot camp, they build you up and keep you moving. And it don't take
gotcha. Okay,
if you're technical already, it don't take you long to get up and going. If you technical,
gotcha.
in about a month, you done ran enough service calls, you up and running.
Oh, that's what's up, man. Well, I'm gonna go ahead and yield the floor and let somebody else call in. Hey, I
Okay.
appreciate you, Mike.
All right, thank you, Mag. Yeah, sign up for it. You can take it now, and like I say, if you get it, everything you need to know is right there online.
Okay, cool. Appreciate you, brother.
You're welcome. Thanks for calling in. I got
Yes,
Maurice
sir.
Anderson. All right, thanks. Maurice Anderson wants to know should investors still take the course if he wants to start his own appliance repair business? Yeah, investors should take the course, because what happened if you never taken the course, and if you never built an appliance repair business or a service business, you don't know the ins and out of where you go get your contracts, how to get your contracts. No, everybody tell you need to start a business. That's the thing. Everybody tell you need to. That's why I was thinking now. I ain't thinking. I know a lot of people lying to us. They'll tell you need to start a business. They're gonna start a business program. Everybody know you need to start a business, but there's a lot more into it than just saying, "Hey, I'm gonna start a business and go get an LLC." You gotta know where to go get your contracts. You gotta know how to price your contracts. You gotta know all of that stuff, and you gotta know how to schedule it. You gotta know all that stuff to make it work, and then you got to know how to when it's time to transition over into the going into the cash calls to make the more money. You got to also know how to handle and allocate your funds. All that stuff got to be taught to you, because otherwise you're going to make the same mistakes as these players that's getting drafted. They're going to get all this money, and this money that's going to go through their hands like water, because nobody has gotten to them and told them how to allocate their funds, how to get the money where it becomes it becomes passive for you and stuff. And that's the other thing too, where people tell us you need to get into real estate. You need to get into real estate. I tell you right now, I'm doing real estate too. Real estate don't push the money that a what you call that a business does. A business push way more money than a real estate company does. Because what happened with the real estate, people tell us that's where money. They see rich people in real estate. We don't go to real estate really to make our money. We don't go to stocks and stuff to really make our money. We make our money in business, and we store our money in real estate. Instead of me having money sitting in the bank, getting little to no interest, I make a lump sum of money, and I'll take my money and set it on a piece of property. If I set it into a piece of property, I get more return. I can get money off. If I set like my houses, if I got $50,000 in that house, I get $700 a month in rent. If I put $700 if I put $50,000 in the bank, I'm not gonna get no $700 in interest. No, I'm not going to real estate to get rich. I'm going to real estate to store my money instead of putting it in the bank. That's all that is. And so what happened, a lot of people are lying to us saying you need to get into real estate. Real estate. You got to have money to get into real estate. You got to, that's why people want to rent. No, you got to have money to do what I'm doing right here. Even these raggedy little buildings that I got right here that I bought for I paid 30,000 cash for these two buildings. These are little regular bills. You gotta have cash to do it. You don't what's it called. You can't do this and be broke. But appliance repair kicks off enough cash, your appliance repair business, to allow you to do this. To allow you to make enough cash so you can pay cash for this. Allow you to make enough cash where you can cash flow the renovation of it. If 30 most people who go rent something don't have the money to buy the building, don't have the money to renovate the building. So I could go out there and have $3,000 to my name. That's enough to get me into a building and to lease and to set up what I have here. But to do this right here, it's gonna cost you 100,000. By the time you renovate it and get everything and purchase it and get it up and going, yeah, you're gonna put 100,000 in this. But once you do it, it's yours. It's mine. I own this. No, this is mine. I own it. So if you get to a point where appliance boot camp no longer is the thing, and no longer ain't making any money for me, I can turn this into whatever. I could turn it into a livestock arena. It don't matter. It's a business. It's a building that I own downtown, commercial property. Whatever it is making money at the time, I can turn it into that and keep making money, and it'll generate 20 times as much money that I can off of rent. And it's just no comparison. And a lot of times people are telling us those things because they're looking on the outside. They're not really doing it themselves. People telling you that they get into real estate, get into real estate. Yeah, some people you can leverage yourself really really heavy, where you not getting but $100 or $200 per house, and you gotta get 10 or 15, maybe 20 houses to really have any money. But who want to sleep with all that debt on their head? And especially now, where if you don't have the properties totally paid for and whatnot, and they tell you now they getting mad if you go ask people for your rent money. They get mad and they calling the sheriff on you, and the government jumping in saying you can't even kick them out your house, even though you owe them a mortgage and they ain't got to pay you. If you ask for your money, people get mad at you. So no, I don't know. I don't know. I know I'm doing real estate. Real estate doesn't even compare. Don't come nowhere close. Don't come nowhere close to no business. Don't come nowhere close to no business. Cause business, just think, a lot of people to go buy a piece of property to get 50,000 could cost me $50,000 cash to get $700 a month. Some guys gonna pay $500 and to get the knowledge to start a business, and from that $500, they getting $500 a day return on that, easy. And so you just can't do that with no real estate or anything like that. Real estate is where you store your money, ain't where you go make your money. Okay. Uh, All right, I'm gonna put another. That's the link if you want to call in. All right. Happy Monday, Mike. All right, Brian Clock, what's up? All right. I'm gonna thank all the 79 people who's watching. Okay. And Clock, any boot camp style affiliates in Dallas, Texas, areas you're working with? No, I don't have anybody to work with. They have some appliance repair schools, but nobody's. Those are actually teaching you how to be a technician, how to get a job. Most of the other schools. I think we're just about the maybe the only ones that allow to show you how to actually start your own business. That's kind of what differentiates us from everybody else. Other people are telling you how to get trained and how to go get a job, and you can make good money doing appliance repair if you want a job. You can make 75, $80,000 a year in a couple of years in appliance repair working for somebody. But I teach you how to go out and actually start your own business. Okay. Brian Garrett. Hey, what up, Mike? What you know about Eagle Pride? Bullshit in the building. Okay, there you go. Nah, ain't no Eagle Pride. It's Aggie Pride. All right. I saw East. I'm good. They talking. Maurice Anderson. 250K is good living. 1%. Yeah, believe it or not, you can you can do that with one tech. You could be yourself and one sub. You could crack 250. It could be yourself and get you subs. You could crack 250, 350. It is not hard to do it in appliance repair or within any skilled trade. Within any skilled trade, if you were doing plumbing, if you were doing pest control, if you were doing HVAC, if you were doing electrical, any skilled trade, you can what you call you can easily bust into $1 million easy. And that's why the book The Millionaire Next Door, it consisted of people who worked in the skilled trades. That was why it's so easy to pop into it, because one, you got so many people who need your services. Every household that you go through, they need your services. If they can afford it or not, they need your services. And then the price at which you're selling your services for. Every time you leave somebody's house, you get 200 $100, $300 $400. It don't take long for you to crack into $1 million. You don't. Just think. That's the other thing too. When people they talk about making $100,000 working for somebody. If you work for somebody, you make 100,000. You only gonna put your hand on about 60, 70,000 at the most. But if you're doing appliance repair or owning a business and you make 100,000, you put your hand on every bit of that 100,000. You get to count every bit of it before the government counts it. So it's totally different when you make 100,000 in a business versus making 100,000 on somebody's job. It's totally different. And the stuff people say, well, you need health insurance and this and that. You can buy health insurance. As a matter of fact, the health insurance that USA Actual Trade Organization offers is very affordable. So health insurance is easy. And people now, even though they got, I tell people you got an insurance card when you work for somebody, you don't have no health insurance because you can't afford the deductibles. Here you can afford the deductibles. And that's the other thing too that I'm coming to grips with. when I, like I say, I'm not when I looked at my neighbor house that he's building, I had to come to grips with some stuff that mentally that that family and generations had put into me. I had to get away with. Get I had to. I'm having to have to actually move that stuff out. Where the point where I've had a good life, but have I truly enjoyed the fruits of my labor? I can't say I have. I actually done more to hide the fruits of my labor than to actually enjoy them. I actually because of the company and stuff that you hang around and because I didn't have I had business associates that I could talk to, but I never had guys like now where I can talk to on a daily basis. They are my friends that look like me, that talk like me, have the same interests as I do, where I could actually talk to them and feel comfortable saying, hey, like for instance, my truck, the appliance boot camp truck. I've been trying to get it fixed the way broke people get it fixed, where you trying to find somebody to do for this price and just trying to because I didn't want to. Even though I had the cash to get it done the way I wanted to get it done and the way it should be done and the way I want it done, I just couldn't break myself to the point to think that I was going to spend the cash to do that to that truck. Um, to the point now after this weekend where I said, "Hey, I live a good life, and I'm not gonna think like that. I'm gonna actually now push myself. If I want that if I want my truck to have I want to have that truck to look that way, and I know who can do it, and I know the price is gonna cost to do it. Then I need to put that in my budget to get it done, and where it doesn't hurt me and my family, and where it stays within my means to do it. I'm not gonna go broke and go no loan and stuff like that to do it, but I'm gonna actually get it done the right way, correct way that I can be proud of it. Same thing. If like my, I wish I had done it earlier. My wife wanted a vacation home. I didn't want to do it because it was my mentality just saying, why are you gonna buy a vacation home? And now I'm like, hey, we need to do this. We need to show people, hey, that entrepreneurship is better than these guys. These guys that's getting drafted, and they're gonna get their heads. Most of them gonna end up with brain damage because of that, and we glorifying that just to make $1 million. I'm saying, hey, for a small investment, you can be able to join this group. We're gonna have several people who have hit $1 million in 2 years that tell you, hey, this is how you do it, and you can and $1 million ain't that bad. Because be honest with you, even though sports, the NBA and stuff is off TV and this and that, I ain't missed it. I ain't missed it. I'm okay, and so I'm okay with it. So with that being said, we could this might be the time where we can get to the young kids and say, hey, uh, if this Corona holds up and they down on people being able to go to large gatherings and stuff, it might be a time we can get to our youth and say, hey, look at us. We in the skilled trades and we living very well. We living very well. Okay. BK from the Rockets. Shout out to Mike and ABC fam. I just finished watching the last of the appliance repair module. Time to get the rest of my tools. Okay, there you go. And like I say, if you would like to call in, um, they go to number in the chat if you like to call in. All right. 89 Dr. Funk. Hey, how you doing? Okay. Brian Garrett. Does the course go over the business side? I want to learn to run the business, hire subs, and to get the millionaire status in a decade. Can I do that just being a tech? You're not a tech when you go through Appliance Boot Camp. You're actually a business owner. You're a business owner. Right now, I can't tell you how to. I can't tell you how to make $1 million in a decade because have I made over $1 million collectively. Yeah, I made many millions of dollars collectively in appliance repair over the last 20 years. But have I ever done it in one single year? No, I never made it in one single year. Do I have a liquid cash? No, I don't have liquid cash. If I was to actually liquidate all my assets, all my houses, my buildings, and all that. Yeah, I got a net worth over a million, but I'm not liquid a million, and I never made a million in 1 year. So I can't tell you how to do it. That's why I said now from here on, these next 2 years, I'm gonna figure out how to do it, and along with the other people, figure out how you do it. Now, if you take appliance boot camp, can you make 100 to $150,000 per year being a one man shop? Yeah, you can do that easy. Do you if you want to know how to hire subs? Yeah, we can show you how to do that easy. But to crack that million, I never done it, so we're gonna have to figure that out, and that's gonna require us to actually we're gonna have to actually talk to other millionaires who have done it. We're gonna have to get into the trade organization and get into their peer groups, and because those people do it, and they gotta actually teach us how to do it. And because I've never done it, I'm figuring it out. And like I say, those technical Thursdays gonna come on. That's what I'm gonna be doing. I'm gonna be breaking down how I'm gonna get my $1 million, and I want you all to break down how you all gonna get your $1 million. So when we come back on motivational Mondays and stuff, that's what we'll talk about. We'll talk about are we how we working our plan, and are we actually hitting the numbers and the targets and stuff that we're gonna those KPIs. And we're gonna start using the real terms and all that stuff. And we're gonna create our businesses the correct way that can sustain and actually be able to pass them down and actually change our communities and change our whole our generations after us. Because you start talking to the people in appliance repair stuff, and you go to the convention, you find out they 2 or 3 generations in. The leaders of this, they didn't just walk in here and start like we are. They might be 2 or 3 generations down, and we're gonna do the same thing, and we're gonna figure it out. And so then when I like it's like I talked to my daughter right before I went on. She's going to grad school, and she was trying to figure out they were gonna give her a little bit of a scholarship, but it's not enough to cover. She's trying to figure out what we're gonna do for to cover the other little bit. And because I have a business, and I could easily say, hey, don't worry about it. I'm gonna I'll pay for your tuition and just go on to school. But no, she wants to know what can she do business wise to create the money to make the difference. And we're sitting down talking about options she can do to actually create a small business that actually pay for her tuition. And with that, she doesn't have to actually go to no bank and ask for no loans. She don't have to worry about how she's gonna get the funding to go, because I have several businesses, and because those several businesses kick off enough cash flow that I can actually pay and get it out there for her to actually try to get it up off the ground and run it. And actually because I've run the business and stuff, I can actually mentor her through the stuff that I know. And that's the way it's going to be going forward. Everybody tell you, oh, if you want to start, go talk to family members and get a loan from them and get them to invest in you first. They tell us that, but as for African Americans, traditionally, ain't no money in the family. The family come together, figure out how they're gonna pay the light bills. No, so how you gonna? They ain't got no money to put into your business. But now, because I have one business, I'm able to anchor other people's businesses. I'm able to anchor my nephew business. I'm able to anchor my businesses. I'm able to anchor my daughter who's gonna go try something. I'm anchoring my son's business and helping him build one. And that's what we're going to do. And I've talked to several people who, the alumni, who's doing the same thing, who's going to different cities and setting up, putting the money and the resources up to get their family and friends into the appliance business. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to do this. And like I say, it's just not appliance that does this. Any skilled trade can do this. So it's just not appliance right now. Appliance is the avenue that we're in. And you want to call in, that's the call in show. And this is the one we're gonna ride till we find other avenues. I'll be honest. I'm looking. The ice cream is looking like the appliance business right now. So it's a business that many people know about, and it's all like ran by families from generation to generation. It look just like the appliance business did 15, 20 years ago when I first got into it. That's what the ice cream business looked like. So I'm going to figure this one out, and I'll show y'all how to run this one also. So you want to set this up, you'd be willing to do that. Okay. Uh, hey Kent, my main problem is not getting hands on with some. My main problem is not getting hands on with some type of coaching. You get hands-on at the third-party warranty company. That's your hands-on. That's where you get your hands-on at. Hey, Kent, really would be nice to work with someone like Mr. Mike. Nah, you don't need to work with nobody. That's the mentality we got to get out of. You don't need to work with nobody. You go, you do it yourself. Everybody else you see through Appliance Boot Camp, they ain't gonna work for nobody. They went out and done it themselves. Just take the course, then go out there and do it. Do it. Do 1 or 2 calls per day, and learn how to research. Because we don't read. See, I'm so happy to go with you today. There you go. All right. First class service. Laugh out loud. Yo, what's up, fam? I'm in. IPO, bro. Okay. There you go. All right. Hey, Dwayne. Codex. Okay. Shaman05. What's up, Grandmaster Mike? Hey, how you doing? 65 and Paladoo. I'm down, Mike. I want to be in that millionaire club, bro. We're going to make these people believers. Yeah, we can do it. We can do it. And like I say, we can. I'm going to do it in 2 years. That's my goal. In 2 years, I'm going to cross into that net. I'm going to net $1 million in 1 year in 2 years. That's my goal. So and that's where I'm going. That's what my focus is for the next 2 years to see if I can crack it. All right, Reginald Terry. Hey, Mike and ABC fan. Reginald checking in. Hey, how you doing from New Jersey? Okay, Maurice Anderson. A lot of scammers on social media. Yeah, I don't think it's so much scammers. I don't think so much they're scammers as much as, how can I say, uh I don't think they're so much as scammers as much as as much as they want to do it. They want to do it. All right, 678. I'm coming to you in a second. I don't think there's so much scammers. They really want to do it. They know that we need to make this move and that we need to be business owners. They know that we need to be we need to be doing our own stuff. But the problem is nobody has showed them how, and they haven't done it. They haven't cracked the code. So it gets to the point that it comes off like they are trying to scam, when really they're actually reading the books and stuff that people told us to read, and trying to relay that information. They motivated, but they just never done it. I don't think they so much. They intentionally trying to scam us. They just want to do it, and they're thinking the reading the books and stuff and not really doing it is a way to do it. Hey, how you doing? 678. Are you there? 678. Okay, we'll give him a couple of minutes. Yeah, so I don't think they're really. Are you there? 678.
Yeah, what's going on, sir?
Hey, how you doing?
I'm going on, Uncle Mike. What's going on? How's
Oh,
life
hey,
today?
how you doing, man? Doing good.
I'm good, man. So, wow, what a show, man. Yeah,
Uh-huh.
I want to be in the Millionaire Club. I've done the math. It's 20 technicians, sir. You told me
There you go.
150,000 to
Uh-huh.
100,000
Uh-huh.
is the amount of techs you make.
Uh-huh.
So 10 techs will make you at least $1 million. But of course, you're not gonna get the whole million. You got to pay each one of them. We're gonna pay. I'm gonna pay mine.
Uh-huh.
Good. I want to pay mine
Uh-huh.
like 65,
Uh-huh.
70, because it's really hard to keep a tech. Because
Uh-huh.
the moment they realize that if they own their own business,
Mhm.
like that guy who called in, he was doing them seal systems. He's supposed to make 1,000 each job. He's
Mhm.
doing 4 a day,
Uh-huh.
and they paying you at Sears $700-800. They
Right.
stealing from you, so you can't keep a good tech. So
What?
that's why I love your corporation. Teach us
Okay,
to be business
let
owners,
me.
not tech.
I see. I think just like you. If I look and see, okay, if they paying me this, how much are they making off of it? I can go do it myself. And I have
Four
that
times the
conversation.
amount.
I had that conversation with several alumni, and they tell me, they say, hey, you got to realize everybody aren't leaders. Some people got to be soldiers. Some people are comfortable not leading. They much rather make that, and you have to let them be comfortable with what they're doing. And so some people need somebody to lead them. I just don't see how me personally, I can't do it, and I don't think like that. But they're whatchamacallit. They're coming from, like you and I. We haven't been in corporate America in a long time, and so they come from
Right.
corporate America. They know some people needs a manager and a supervisor, and they know they need. they can find those people. I just don't know the people who think like that, but they do.
Yeah, that's terrible. And that's funny. Remember, we were asking, why we can't keep good techs.
Uh-huh.
Because sometimes you pay them too much, and then they don't
Uh-huh.
want to show up for work. And
Yeah.
I don't know how I believe school has taught us to think in such a way. But I want to say to all these people who are doubting, listen, man, listen, you can doubt or, hey, I need help if I can work with a guy. You don't need any of that. If you just follow the steps in the program, it forces you to make steps to make you a business. Every question they ever ask you, sir, every question we type it back to them in the comment. Hey, do I need to get insurance? We know what it is. Guess what? It's step number this, that, and the third in the program. If you just invest in your own education, because school teach you to be an employee. They don't have a business or entrepreneurial elementary to 12. They teach you how to get a job, how to show up on time, how to soldier. They want you to be a clog. But like they saying, some of us are not built for that. Some of us want to have millions of dollars. There's trillions of dollars on the foreign exchange made every day, $5.2 trillion. That means that's how much money is in this world. And I can have as much as I want. That's a
Right.
day. I just want $1 million a year. That's 10, 5-6% of that.
Yeah, 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 and we can.
So
And
46.
the thing about it is, it's not that hard for us to do because, like I say, at the Ashley this past year, I sat down and just a conversation with people in general. Yeah, I made 3 million last year. I made 9. I made 6 million, and no, it was just general conversation. It won't nothing they had done spectacular. Doing the same thing we done. They just they have more techs and stuff, and they have out office staff. They actually built their business. With us, especially with me, I'll be honest. I was one time pushing towards that. I wanted to do it. But after about 250, 300, I said, man, this is good life. I ain't gotta do anything, And I'll be honest, I relaxed and I said, man, this is a good life. And I ain't gotta really do anything. And I can take my foot off the gas. But now I wish I had maybe went and cracked it. And especially for you all. Because it's kind of selfish of me, to be honest, to get there and then don't keep pushing to get it so I could for one, I ain't never think I'll come back and have to teach anybody how to do it. It was just me looking out for myself. I felt good. At 250, 300, I just felt good and I didn't have to do it. I ain't push myself. But now I got you all, and you all are y'all dragging me, so I gotta go. And I want to I want to get on. I want to get on there with y'all too, because y'all gonna be hitting 7 figures because y'all are hungry and y'all see that this right here is open for the taking.
Uh-oh.
Hello, you there?
Yeah, something trying to cut us out. I'm back in. Yeah, we hungry. We trying to get it. What else was you saying? Because that's right. I was with you.
Yeah, I was saying, no, if I would have probably 10 years ago, 12 years ago, when I was really pushing, when I had my trucks, I had a bunch of subs. I was doing everything. I was doing electrical. I was doing appliances. I was doing garage doors. If I would have kept growing there, I would have easily crossed a million. Easily crossed a million. But like I said, once I hit about 250, 300, I found out, okay, I don't have to have any technicians, and I can be like Google and just sell leads, and don't have to. Just, all
Right.
I got to do is just get up in the morning and just drop a file into a Dropbox, and then I found out, oh well, with my electrical contractor's license, I can either have technicians going out there wiring houses, or I can become a license holder for a company, and I can make a couple of hundred, doing a license holder, and don't have to do anything. I do that. I just got lazy and what I got lazy and selfish. That's all it was. Lazy and selfish.
No, sir. Sir, I'm sorry. I've been trying to listen to all this junk you've been talking about. I don't want to hear none of that, sir. I know people in these classes couldn't pay their rent, and you charged us $500, some $850, and now some still complaining about it. $1,600, and you ain't got to give it all up. You could spend $250 a month for a couple months, learn everything online for free, or white people pay it, then get the money to actually, if you follow the steps, have all the money to pay the whole 16. I'm going to pay a car off. I'm paying everything my children need. I don't want to hear none of that. You're doing a great job. In any business you've ever opened in your whole life, I'm with it. If we need to pay something for these new classes that you just gave us another 6-figure business on top of it, you gave me the dryers, you gave me the appliances, you giving me seal systems, which is going to pay me $4 to $10 grand a day. I don't hear nothing. You're doing a great job. You so what you did there. You just were comfortable and you wasn't greedy. It was just a time when you wasn't greedy. And so because of that, you blessing more than just your household. I got 4 children, they eating better because of you. That's just me. We ain't talking about the other 300 men and their children and family, which is turning into thousands upon thousands of families that you are feeding in the middle of what they call a pandemic. So to me, you're doing a great job.
Thank you. I appreciate that. And but like I said, if I would have pushed myself like you all, when I first started out, I was hungry just like you all. But like you all, y'all have a network where y'all ain't got to hear nobody. Y'all talk amongst each other all day about business, and y'all encouraging each other. Y'all call me and we talk about the hits y'all get. I hit 1,000 a day, so that's encouraging. When I was doing it 15 years ago, all day, all I was getting was just the negative stuff. You need to go get a job. What's going to happen when you get old? You ain't gonna have no retirement. You can't do this forever. All that stuff, man. And I didn't have nobody I could talk with. I didn't have nobody to talk to. I mean nobody to talk to. I didn't have nobody that was in business with me at that time that I could talk to. Now, when I did find somebody that I could talk to, we were in the same boat. They were trying to figure it out like I was trying to figure it out. We didn't have nobody that was actually pouring into us until finally I met a guy that owned a car dealership, and he poured into me for a little bit, and then he left. And when he left, that's when I hooked up with Abdul and all them. And they, but still, that was another culture. It was just so much that they gave me. Abdul and them. Right. I appreciate what they done, but still. When a lot of times when some real stuff was going down, they won't talk in English. They went to their native tongue and all that. And same thing like this apartment thing. Hey, we think we're gonna get in. They come back, nah, man, you can't go with us. So we have that.
Well, sir, I'm just saying that like they poured into you, we as a family, not to make this a racial thing, but we as a family don't have. I just lost my uncle, and my uncle was a strong man of our family. Hey, life comes, life goes. I'm okay with whatever the father decides. So he was a great man in our family, a pillar. I ain't got no other ones. No other ones to tell me this is the game. They keep lying. The game is to be sold. It is just to see if you really want it, but at an attainable level for you to make that step. Shut up, have faith in it, and follow directions and put it into life. So it's attainable, but we're supposed to give this information to each other, but we ain't. So I'm telling you that I don't want to hear none of that, Uncle Mike. I'm ready to get this system class going. Dude he confirmed it, and all people got to do is go back to the past classes. He confirmed that he was doing 4 seal systems a day. You telling me you going to explain to me how to do that? Yeah. If he doing 4, you telling me the right price is 1,000. I don't know how many. I only had dope boys, murderers, thugs, football players that can make large amounts of money, like $4 grand a day, to what 4 times 5, 20,000 a week, 20,000. 20 times 2 times 4, whatever that comes to, 80,000, 80 times 12. That's almost a million. That's 6 figures that I ain't never touched without something being illegal. So you appeal to us, to the men and women who are learning. So I just don't want to hear you say nothing negative. I'm trying to find out, how can I marry into your family? How can I be at your dinners? So when you get to spilling these jewels, oh yeah, you can make 100,000 by doing this. For real, I'm recording, I'm writing it down, I'm pulling in action. You the only man I had in my life to teach me. I don't care what nobody say. I'm finna hit another 1,200 in my account, and they come 2-3 times a week.
A week.
I don't care what nobody say. You see what I'm saying? I had to sell dope. I had to stand on a corner. I had to look at black men and mean mug them. I had to mean mug the police. I had to be disrespected by the dope man. You told me a way to get away, to not even just get the skill, have the skill, have jobs ring my phone. They call me all day to get me money.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
So, sir, if they want it, I want to be a part of the Millionaire Club. If there's an investment, let me pay into it. And this is a record. I pay into it. Whatever you building, if you building this, you building that. I own an ice cream store. So I'm with.
The Millionaire Club is the investment is what y'all doing now. I'm seeing people now working the numbers, and you working the numbers. We're gonna work the numbers, and we're gonna crack them. We're gonna crack into the Millionaire Club, and we're gonna hold each other accountable. Y'all hear us saying right here on the go back and listen to it. We're saying it within within 2 years, we're gonna I myself gonna crack into 1 million per year, and we're gonna have several other people gonna crack into 1 million per year. And
can you and Mrs. Ward, sir, come together, have a powwow meeting to teach us step by step how do you perfectly train a sub or perfectly train a tech, so we can get to our number of 20. The goal is 10 makes you 1 million, 20 makes you 2 million. If you pay all your bills at the end, you will automatically have 1 million. Because it's 40, 400, whatever the value of your debt is. If you do 20 technicians and they all make 100,000, I know you guys know how to do that in the corporate world. If you teach us that, then it instantly teaches us how to scale to the million.
Yeah,
so that's
what we got to work out. Because believe it or not, as you add more techs, your actual expenses goes down, because some of your expenses, like right now, you have to if you only got 2 techs. And say like if you had like you got 2 techs, so your cell phone bill and your insurance, your insurance and all that, that's got to be spread amongst 2 people who got to do a certain amount of calls per year. You got to break that out into that many calls. As you start to add more techs, your salary and everything goes down a lot, starts to get spread out a whole lot more calls. So it's only a small piece of that service fee got to go towards the carrying the actual the load of the expense. So as you start to add more techs, your expenses actually start to go down. I haven't worked the formula all the way out yet, but that's what we're going to do. We're going to work the formula out and see what's the sweet spot, what's the break even spot. There's some spot in there where I know I think it's about 6 or 7 techs is like they call dead man land. You can't stay there. You either got to be, I remember back in the days, it was like 5 and below or 10 or more. You can, there's some spots dead man that you actually go out of business. You don't want to be in. So we're going to find all of that stuff, and we're going to actually move on. And we only got 2 years. So I'm trying to figure it out in 2 years. I don't know, Miss Ward might have figured it out. I don't know. She's moving real fast. If not, we're going to join in on some of the peer groups and get the people who've done it and grab their information and come back and relay it to everybody what we know. Because we're going to do it in a certain period of time. We're going to do it in 2 years. So in 2 years, whoever got the information, we going looking for it. And I'm going to start getting people on here who are actual millionaires in the actual home service business, and get them to actually start pouring into us, telling us how we can actually crack that $1 million. And what happens when we get to the other side of that million? It's some things that's probably happening on the other side of that door we don't know about. And I want to know what to expect once we do crack open that door.
In the middle of a pandemic, we get rich, Uncle Mike.
Yeah. We make a lot of money.
No more, sir.
Okay. Well, no, I should have kept pushing myself and went past all the naysayers and kept pushing myself, because if I had to push myself, now I could have been telling you all how to make $1 million, and I wouldn't, because 100,000, I could tell anybody how to make 100,000, and I should not even start at 100,000. But I never made $1 million, so I can't tell you how to do it. But I should have said maybe 250, maybe 3. I can tell anybody to make 250, 300,000 in this. But
You know how player that is to say, how many random people walking around like, hey, you ain't got nothing, huh? Yeah, with $60 of tools, I can make you 250,000 because that ain't nothing. How many people can do that?
yeah, I can tell anybody how to do 253. But I've
Well,
never done a million. I've never done a million.
oh, that's cool. Well, I believe you, sir. Whatever you want to build, I'm with it. So, all right, I ain't
Okay.
gonna hold you. Somebody else probably might be calling or something.
All right. Thanks, man.
All right, peace.
Okay. Uh, okay. We're gonna read a little bit more what we got going on here. Uh, Wild Williams here. All right. Take your time. Buy tools as you go. There you go. They're getting some networking going on. All right. Marcus Harris, he's down for the million. James Yalla, I got my first service call. It's real. Okay. There you go. Good thing. Good thing. Black 12, 21, 2. If anybody could make net $1 million a year in appliance repairs, hey, a lot of people net. I mean, a lot of people net $1 million a year in appliance repair. Like I said, I remember when I went to Ashley's one time. This was back in when they had last time they had it in San Antonio. I went there, and I used to go to the technical part all the time. So this time I said I'm gonna go to the business portion. So I was in the business portion, and I remember we sitting in there, and they asked everybody, the guy was coming up doing something. He asked how many people make uh 0 to 100,000. No, nobody raised their hand. Uh, then they said how many people make 100,000 to 300,000 or something like that. I raised my hand. I was proud. And then he said, "How many people make $1 million or more?" The whole auditorium raised their hand. And I said, "What in the hell going on?" I thought I was good, make my little three. The whole auditorium was over $1 million. So that was been almost 10 years ago. I can only imagine what they're doing now. So it ain't nothing unheard of. It's very common in the appliance repair for people to do it. So I'm going to actually take this call. 919, what's going on?
Hey, Mike. How you
Hey,
doing,
how you
man?
doing? I'm doing good. How you doing?
All right. All right. My name is, I'm the guy in the chat named Brian Garrett. I went to North Carolina Central. I
Oh,
said Eagle
man, we got
Pride.
an ego in the house. All right. What's going on?
Yeah. Yeah, I live down in Atlanta, man, and I missed you when you came down for the game, the
Yes.
Celebration Bowl.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, so I didn't get a chance to go to the. I went to the hotel, but I think what you did was already over.
Okay.
But yeah, the reason I'm calling, man, is I just appreciate. First of all, I appreciate everything that you're doing, man. Just helping people get to that next level.
Mm-hmm.
I'm in the corporate America grind myself.
Uh-huh.
Just trying to figure it out. I mean, I make decent money in corporate America, but
Mm-hmm.
the older I get, and I'm 39, so the older I get,
Uh-huh.
the more my freedom means to me, as
Right.
opposed to making, just making money. You know
Yes.
what I mean?
Uh-huh.
I got a 14-year-old, I got an 18-year-old son who's getting ready to graduate
Uh-huh.
high school, so it's just like I just want more time. I haven't got the course yet, but
Mm-hmm.
it's not because I don't want to. It's just I'm more concerned about the business side of
Mm-hmm.
appliance repair as opposed to being a tech.
Uh-huh.
And because I'm not very technical at nature,
Mm-hmm.
by nature, but I think I can be if it's presented to me. But my interest is on the business side.
Okay.
More
Have you
so,
ever have you ever
as
ran a
opposed to
business?
being a tech.
You ever ran a business before?
No, I haven't.
Okay.
I haven't. I just been looking for an opportunity, and it just seems like, man, appliance repair is just, it just seems like the perfect opportunity to be able to, to run a business. And no, I haven't ran one at all.
Okay.
But I mean, do you think it's something where I needed to work in it first?
No, if you're business savvy, if you're somebody who's ran businesses before, in corporate America, do you run like a division, or are you
I
like
mean,
upper management?
I manage like one person, but it's not like I manage a whole team.
You're
And
not running like a
I
whole
work
team
from
of people.
home pretty much.
Okay, okay.
No.
Okay.
No.
Yeah, the
No.
the 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 young ladies and men who come in and who actually you see growing the businesses and going across state lines and growing real fast. They're like they run like they have maybe 40, 50 people that report to them. They used to running divisions within corporate America. So they
Right,
know
right,
they know how to manage people and personalities. They know how to go out and hire talent. They know all of that stuff. They know how to they run their business unit. So they just needed an avenue to take all that training and all the years of service and experience they had and place it into the marketplace. Appliance repairs are one of the last places you can do it for little or no money up front. Appliance repair is no different than electrician, HVAC, plumbing. It's just that the people don't lock that off so you can't get into it. They just cut it off so you can't get in. This is one of the last
right,
of the skilled trades that you can get into without having to go get a license or anything. But yeah,
right,
if you never ran a business, um, I some people I don't know. Some people I got it's a transition you got to take if you've been an employee all your life. It's hard to
right.
make that
And I have
transition.
been.
It's hard to make that transition over to a business owner because what happens, uh, everything you've been taught and everything you've done has been through an employee. Like for instance, people even I don't care. That's why I had to tell them at the beginning of the show. You charge $85 per hour, and it still does not resonate to them as a business owner. They're thinking, well, I'm gonna let the person house for 15 minutes. No, you're not.
Right,
You had to call the customer at your house. You had to look up the model and serial number. You had to drive to the people's house. You had to go to their house and look at their appliance. Then you had to drive back. You had to actually look up the part number. You had to call all that stuff. You got to get paid for. And what happened to them, their mind is still thinking, I was only working 15 minutes. They don't know all the back end stuff. They
right.
they don't they the it's just so much stuff that goes with running a business that once you get out there and you start doing it, because what's going to happen, it's going to click if you get out there and you start doing it every day. You start seeing everything that goes involved in getting your money. Then you start to realize, hey, after a while, people start to say, I spend more time in the doing back end office work than I do actually out there in the field working a service call. And they start to then
Right,
think,
right.
then they start to think that's where all my money at. And then that's when they start thinking like business owners. And they start saying, well, I need to get somebody in the office to actually do the office work while I go do more service calls. Then I can maybe double up my money. And then they'll do that. Then they'll realize, okay, this right here, I can teach somebody how to do this, and I can actually fall back and get instead of me going out there, I can get two people and replace me. And so then you start
And
to
see,
think
that's
like
the
that.
thing, man.
Uh-huh.
That's the thing. A lot of people that's technical, they don't like to do paperwork, and so that's where the business owner comes in.
Mm-hmm.
They, you can take the calls, you can do all the paperwork that comes with the service warranty companies.
Mm-hmm.
Like, and all the tech does is what they do best, which is appliance repair. They don't have to worry about all the paperwork stuff, all the back end stuff, and that's where I come in. I'm good with that type of stuff. You know what I mean? I'm good with the administrative tasks that's involved with appliance repair, which I think will make me a good person to run a business.
Yeah, like I said, if you somebody who done business before, you can go into any business and find out how the business actually makes its money, and you can find the systems and process and duplicate it. But if you've never done a
Right.
business before, it's hard for you to actually still like for instance, the people who's coming in here now from out of corporate America, who's been doing whole business, been running corporate America's business unit. They only show them like one section of it. So they only see the managing of the people. They don't see how the contracts get negotiated. They don't see how the prices come together. They don't get to see why it's important for you to have the first call complete. All that stuff because it's not their money. It's that's getting handled someplace else. They don't see the billing come in. They might have a budget that they work with, but they don't know how that budget comes into play and all that. They only see a small portion of it. But once you go and you actually put your hands on it, and you need, if you never done a business before, you need to know how all those things work and how they all come together. And once you see how all of them work and all come together, then you can actually back yourself out. You can find out where your weak points at. You can actually hire people who's strong where you're weak, and you can actually concentrate more on the places that you're strong. But up until then, I want I got to clear your mind out from thinking like an employee. And until you do that, it business is gonna you'll go back to being an employee, because running a business takes a lot of dedication. It's hard. Believe it or not, it's hard work. It's trying, man. But you have to be in the grind of it to actually enjoy it and go. If you only seeing one part of it, and you send a technician out there, and that technician calling you every 5 minutes, and you never been out there to actually to do it, it's going to be hard. And you're going to have to hire. You're going to have to hire two people. You have to hire somebody who's technically savvy to actually train your tech, and then you're gonna have to hire somebody to actually show you the actual business part of it, how to go out and get customers and stuff like that. And so you actually have to hire two people, because you haven't done neither one of those sections, and then you have to get them to train you, then go. But if you go do it for yourself for just a little bit, these guys only doing it 5 or 6 months, and they figuring it out, and then they backing out. Nobody's been doing it a year yet. Say that again.
Right. Okay. It's a method to your madness, I see.
Yeah. It is. I gotta. It's like planting a garden. You gotta diss up all that stuff, all the bad grass and weeds and stuff, before you start putting good seeds in it. So the same thing with you.
Yeah.
A lot of people, and that's why a lot of times a lot of business go under. A lot of times people they think, oh, it's easy just to run a business, and it's not. It's not. To go out here to get somebody, if you never went to nobody's house and told them to give you $400 cash, that scares a lot of people, just asking for the money. Going to somebody and say, man, I never asked nobody for no $400 in their house, and they don't know me, and I haven't fixed anything.
Right.
You just stuff like that, getting somebody to actually give you their money. If you've never done it before, it takes a skill set to do it. But you can do it. You can do it.
Okay.
You can do it. And once it's the thing. Business is universal. Once you figure this one out and you run this one, you can run any business.
Right. Okay, man. I appreciate it, Mike.
All right, no problem, man.
Hey, one last question. Who was the last caller? Because that guy just give you all types of inspiration, and he has very good energy, man.
Yeah, if you send him in the chat,
I gotta find him in the chat.
Yeah, it's because we don't read.
Because we don't read. Okay, yeah, I got to chat it up with that cat, man.
Yeah, he's good.
He's very energetic, man. And he's gonna make it wherever he's trying to go. He's gonna make it.
Yeah,
he's gonna make it.
And like I say, he had never done it when he came. He actually brought his son with him. Him and his son. He got a teenage son. They actually came together, and he had his back against the wall. He had one of these where he had to make it work. And he's made it work. So
right.
He's doing good.
Yeah, I got an 18-year-old. I'm gonna bring him along with me too. I'm from North Carolina, so it's nothing for me to come home the next time the boot camp open up.
Okay.
So man, but yeah, I'm getting ready to get off of this thing, man. I appreciate it, Mike, man. Hopefully, man, I'll be talking to you soon.
All right, look forward to it.
All right, man. Take care.
Thank you.
Appreciate it, Mike, man.
All right, we got 972. Turn your YouTube down.
Hello.
Hey, how you doing?
Hey, Mike, how you doing? Hey, I just caught you live stream for the first time. Been trying to catch you for a while.
Okay.
It's good talking to you.
You too. Where you calling from?
Hey, right now I live in Connecticut right now.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, I'm in the military. I'm in the military, so I'm not from Connecticut. I'm just stationed up here.
Okay. How many years? Thank you for your service. How many years you done?
I've been in since 2005, so you can do the math. I guess going on around my 12th year right now.
Oh, okay. Were you thinking about getting out when you get out doing appliance repair or?
Oh yeah, I'm getting out. I'm tired of this.
Oh. There you go. Y'all running for no good government jobs. And what you thought about what you're gonna do after you get out?
I've been looking at certain things. I've started a few things on the side while I've been in. So I've learned about real estate. I have a few properties up in Washington State when I was stationed up there. So I'm cash flowing on those right now. Currently, right now, my main hustle right now is buying used video games, troubleshooting them, taking them apart, refurbishing them, and reselling those either on OfferUp, Let Go, eBay, those different platforms. So that's what I do right now to pass the time.
Oh, okay. How's that working for you? Pretty good?
I was pretty good since this whole downturn. I think past 2 weeks, I've made about an extra $1,500 put in my pocket.
Okay, there you go. That's good stuff. Good stuff.
Yeah, so I've been using that. The proceeds I get from that, I've been buying physical gold and silver with that. So I'm one of those. I'm one of those guys.
Okay. So how can I help you?
Yes, sir. So I was looking at, like I said, I've been looking at your program. I was looking at your website right now. It's pretty good website. I like it. So I was looking at different programs and whatnot. And I was trying to figure out when do you host your classes? I was trying to find it on the website, but I couldn't
right now we can't host. I usually do them twice a month, but I can't do any now until the quarantine is up. Once the quarantine is up, then I'll put the new dates up. But I don't want to put any new dates up and then have to and people start buying airplane tickets and stuff, and then the governor tells us we can't have a class. So right now I don't have any more classes coming in until they give us a date where we can meet. But you can take the online now. The online has everything you need to get started. And then once we can meet again, you can just choose your date you want to come for the live event.
Okay. Now I was listening to what you said as far as the last caller, as far as starting a business. I don't consider myself having to start a business since I don't know all the rules as far as different benefits with the SBA and I've had an LLC before, but I didn't set it up right. I should have had a attorney set that up for me. So I made that mistake of doing that. Lost a little bit of money in the meantime. So I was looking at learning a lot of that stuff in your program.
Yeah, we teach you how to do everything, how to set up your LLC, everything you need to. It's almost like you buying a franchise, to believe it or not. Everything you need to go, but I just don't take no royalties off of it.
I got you.
And
yes, I'm looking at
Go ahead.
Oh, I'm sorry. You go ahead.
I said honestly, I actually compared it to at Ashley's to somebody who bought into a franchise, and we can say that the people who came to Appliance Bootcamp was earning more than the person who bought into a franchise for like $100,000.
Okay. So I think so my main reason for calling, I'm trying to get your 2 cents. So me as obviously I'm African American, as far as for that term, the American term. In the military right now, I'm looking to transition out. My main focus right now, since I haven't done it, my main reason for staying in is I wanted to pay off all my debt before I get out. So by the time I get out, I'm looking at probably April next year, because everything got pushed to the right since this whole thing went down.
Yeah.
As far as me as a 33-year-old single, not married, no kids, paying off debt. Well, what's your recommendation as far as the next move if I want to get into a business like this?
Just take the course and get going. Just find out where you want to live at. Where you're going to make your permanent resident after you get out. I'm
originally from Texas, so I'm moving back there. So that's on my way. That's why I was planning on. When I'm driving down, I was going to hit you up and then head back home.
Okay, yeah. Whatever you're going to make your permanent residence. Yes, that's where you're going to set up your business, and that's where you're going to tell the third-party warranties to dispatch your calls from, and just take the course and do everything I tell you to do in the course, and you'll be fine. You'll be fine.
Okay. All
right.
And then another question from left field. So I got a pretty good network base overseas. I'm looking at as far as Philippines, Thailand, and Japan. You ever anybody as far as setting up stuff overseas?
I've had international kids. I shouldn't say kids. International students that have came through. That went back overseas. But I never had anybody sitting. I never done anything overseas. A guy came from Grenada. He came here and he was going back and he was teaching his family that, and they were going to do it there. I had several people from Africa come here and went back to Africa. So
I got you. I got you. Yeah, so I was looking at investing in Philippines first.
okay,
It'd be something as far as if I build a network base up there as far as getting real estate. I could teach them something as far as sustain themselves business wise, and keep that whole thing flowing.
okay, yeah. I never done no international business.
I got you.
Okay.
Okay. All right, sir. That's all I got. I ain't gonna take up too much of your time. I
Okay.
appreciate
Thanks
you.
for calling, man. I look forward to meeting you one day.
Hey, yes, sir.
Okay.
All right. Thank you.
All right. Thanks. 626.
Hello.
Hey, how you doing?
All right. How are you?
I'm doing good, and you?
Pretty good. My name is Darren Stars. I'm from Glendora, California.
Okay. Hey, how you doing, California, West Coast?
All right. Hey, I've been following you since JT Hustle when you started off with the phones, man.
Okay. Thank you. Yeah, it's going on. It's been a year now. It's been a year now since JT and I hooked up.
Yeah, and I was messing around with appliances, and then when you went to the appliances, I said, "Oh my God, what's going on here?" So, what I do is I do more flipping, man. I'm a mailman, and I do it on the side. So I flip appliances.
How's that going for you these days?
Man, I can't get them out. I just tell my sister-in-law I'm running out of inventory, man. Every time I put it online, they keep calling and saying, hey, they need it. So right now I got zero inventory, man.
I know the price. You could have went up on your prices because the big box stores are not delivering. Their inventory is done, so you're not getting as many haulaways and stuff anymore. It's almost dried up. It's almost dried up almost.
Right. Well, I see a lot of stuff on the street and I pick it up, man. It's a 150% profit on that, man.
Yeah.
But what I plan on retiring in and into the appliance repair, because a lot of that, like I buy some of the appliances from people and they tell you it worked and it actually don't. So through the course I learned how to fix that stuff.
Oh wow, thank you. So you took the course?
Yeah, I did the online course, and I was I was supposed to come in March. But and then I changed it to April, and of course Corona took care of all that. So yeah, I took the online course, and oh man, it helped me out a lot. Matter of fact, I was scared of schematics, man. I was terrified of schematics. So the other day I had a bad relay on the refrigerator, and I tried to hook it up, and I put the wires on wrong, and I pulled out because it was a different type of relay, but you could also use that relay. And I pulled out the appliance. I put out the schematic sheet. Man, the schematic sheet told me exactly where to put it. At. I put the wire, the compressor started up, man, and I'm like, it was crazy, man. But I'm getting comfortable. I went out on a couple of runs. My first one, a lady was. Mike, she was all in my face, man. She was like, oh, God, I was so nervous. But I took a deep breath, and I started doing it, and before I know it, it was over, man. I fixed it for her. She was happy, and, it went well. So, once you get your little confidence up, you'll be real good with it,
No doubt.
So, yeah.
Yeah,
but
that's good stuff.
I want to take. Go ahead.
That's good stuff. And that's why I was just telling that other guy, people think it's easy to walk in somebody's house and ask for some money. And somebody you never seen before. If you never done it, like you just said, you be nervous and scared, and you just don't know how they're going to react.
Yeah, you're right. But once you get that confidence in, and you get a couple of under your, under you do a couple of them without no problem. It's nothing to do. It's just like on a new job. You start off a little nervous, but after a while, there's nothing to it. So I'm gonna tell you a little story what happened to me today. So, I've been, making pretty good money flipping appliances and repairing them. So, today I put my pants on and I reach down in my pants and there's paper in there. I pull out $400, Mike. I didn't even know I had because I was putting money everywhere, man. I had, man. I was like, oh my God. I was this is crazy. Back in the day, $20 would have been missing, but I misplaced $400 because I was, taking all the money in all at once and didn't even know the money was missing. Like,
Hey,
so, it's helped out, man. It definitely, I can do a lot of things that I used to couldn't with appliance repair, man. And because of ABC, man, and all the Facebook help and all that, man, all the family help out.
Yes, no doubt.
Good, nothing good about the course and all that. And now I'm looking at the garages too, man.
There you go. Yeah, it's funny when you said that.
Grandfathered in, so I got it good.
There you go. You good. It's funny you said that because you'd be surprised how many people when you start making money like that, and you just putting money here, there, you put it in your drawer. Next thing you know, you have money stacked everywhere. I've done that. Looked in the drawer. And I'll be like, who put this money in here? And my wife be like, I don't know who put it in there. We be asking everybody in the house, who put the money in there? Then I have to go back and start thinking, that was like money I got. I forgot to put it in the bank or something. But yeah, it happens all the time. It happens all the time.
Yeah, that I was just shocked, man. And I'm like, how would I miss? Now back in the day, $10 would have split.
No, yeah.
I didn't even miss that.
Yeah,
So,
back in the day, I knew how much change I had in my little cup thing in the car. I knew how much change was in there. If somebody took a quarter.
Yeah. But you just got to go out there and have a confidence. If you believe in yourself, and you can do it, because you already wrote the blueprint. All you got to do is follow it. And I never thought I'd pay any type of money. I'm a cheapskate, man. I don't pay hardly nothing for nothing. But after looking at your course and listening to you, man, I had to do it. And once I did it, man, I've been getting paid, man. I've been getting paid. And I just want to thank you and JT, man. I want to thank you and JT.
Yeah, no doubt. Yeah, I want to thank JT too, because going for JT, none of this would be possible without JT.
Yeah, you blew up, man. I tell everybody about you, man.
Thank you.
You started on building now, and now it's a wait line, and African Americans are looking up, man. These brothers starting to get confident in what they do now, man. And once we take off like that, it can never end if we keep it up. But you not only tell us how to make the money, you teach us how to keep it and invest it. So that's you got the whole complete book there. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And I've talked to alumni sometimes throughout the day, and that's one of the things that they're saying. That everybody can sense a movement going on. Sometimes I don't quite see it, but they tell me, hey, this thing, what you're doing is huge. It's a movement. You don't see how the brothers are moving, and the people that we are affecting through this thing. So, but yeah, like I say, we're gonna have some people hit this $1 million in the next 2 years. And then I'm gonna say yes, we've done it. Because 100,000 is good. We can all do that. When we start having people hit the $1 million, and then I know that we've done it. We've done it.
Yeah, thank you. Well, I'm waiting for one more course for you to do, man.
Which one's that?
That's the brain surgery course. When you get that one, let me know, man. I'm signing it.
Okay.
Well, nice talking to you, Mike.
You too, man. Thank you.
All right.
Okay. Okay. I'm gonna read a couple of the comments, and then I'm gonna get out. Okay. We got Louis Garcia. Hey, Mike, can you help the people who can't afford the boot camp? Yeah, we got a payment plan. So if you go there, it's a low payment plan. Everybody can afford it. You can start off with just $200. You can look at all the videos in a weekend, implement it, and make your money before the next payment comes. So if you look at all the videos, you got the dryer vent, you have the blenders, you got the appliance repair, and now I even got you in with the garage doors until the end of the month. You got 3 more days to buy to get all that stuff and be grandfathered in. So you got all those ways to make money. And you just heard this guy right here. He said he looked at it and he said he had $400 and forgot all about it and had washed it in his pants and stuff. And you hear everybody who's having the luck with it. So you can't afford it. Okay. Okay. Is this the brother that's speaking that spoke? Oh, okay. I don't know about the stock option. Okay. Smart. Okay. They working the numbers for becoming the millionaires. Okay, good stuff. Yeah, that like I say, I got a lot of networking going on in there. That's good. Um, and like I say, what I'm gonna do, we I want to thank WWHVAC for actually deciding to agreeing to help me do this actual appliance boot camp seal system. We're gonna do it online. We're gonna see how it works. It's gonna be just for the alumni. It's not gonna be nothing we're gonna sell right now. It's just gonna be just strictly for the alumni, and we want you all to test it out and see how it works. What I'm doing right now, I'm putting together an actual parts list of what you would need to have prerequisite before we do it, because we want everybody to have the same equipment, and that way everybody be on the same page while we doing it together. He's going to help me out with that. He's very skilled in refrigeration. Anything you want to know about refrigeration, he'll be able to get through it and help us. And he's very good at brazing and all that. So he'll be able to help us with the brazing techniques, identifying your different solder brazing rods and stuff. He's gonna help us with all that, and that's the way we're gonna work it. Also, we got the TV mountain course that's gonna be coming out in a couple of weeks. And we're gonna have that available for sale for people who want to know how to mount flat screen TVs and stuff the proper way. So we have that coming out, and going forward, like I say, starting today, we on the journey to hit a million net. So I don't know how many other courses is going to do this. You're going to show you how to hit a million net, or even challenging themselves to become to hit $1 million live on YouTube in front of the world. So it's not only that, but I'm putting myself out there saying, hey, I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it out in front of everybody. I'm going to work my numbers out in front of you all, show you how I'm going to compute my numbers of how I'm going to hit it, and I'm gonna put my KPIs out there, and that's what we're gonna do. If we start making millionaires, hey man, things change really good in your life at about 200. You start doing about 200, 250 per year, life get really easy. I can only imagine when we start netting a million. I can only imagine what life is going to be like. And we're not gonna. I'm not gonna do it like I've been doing. I'm not gonna be my life living like a hermit and trying to be cheap with any and everything like a miser. I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna now I'm not going out here buying no Lamborghinis or nothing like that, no Ferraris, but I'm going to actually enjoy life. We when we do it in 2 years, maybe we all will meet someplace. Go have some take a private plane someplace. Some the ones they hit the Millionaire Club. Maybe we all will meet someplace. Take a private plane someplace for maybe a week or so, and just get together, relax, and hash out how we done it and put together a course to show people how to do it. Nobody has um, really put together a course to show African Americans how to do it, starting from scratch. They got a lot of motivational stuff. I read Think and Grow Rich, the Black Choice by Dennis Kimbrough, where it's more motivation. It doesn't give you the actual do A, B, C, D to get there. It just tell you about people. It's just more inspirational. It doesn't tell you how to actually do it. So maybe we get together. The ones that hit the million, we get together, take us a vacation someplace, sit down, hash it out, and see if we can actually put together a formula, or put together something like the Appliance boot camp, where we can actually teach the next generation coming up how to actually break out of this thing and how to do it. And then once we there for a little while, maybe we find out what it truly is to be a millionaire, and all the things that come with being a millionaire. Um, like I say, I think a lot of people have been lying to us. I don't think everybody has everybody who say they millionaires now. I don't think they truly are. Honestly, God, I don't think a lot of them truly are. I think a lot of them have a facade that actually tell us that to keep us inspired, but I don't know if they actually doing it. but we're going to actually do it, and we're going to hold each other accountable, and we're going to get there. So in 2 years, the count start. I might start putting a counter down on going forward on us hitting there and how far off might do a counter of me getting there and how far off I am from getting there. So, but I want to thank everybody for tuning in. If you hadn't already, go to Appliance Bootcamp. .com, purchase the course and get on this journey with us. You got until the end of the week to be grandfathered in because of the coronavirus. After that, we're not gonna be we're not gonna be doing anything, no no nothing like that anymore. Appliance repair and skilled trades, we good, we good. We in the supposed to be the worst time ever in the history of the world, and we are talking about we're gonna become millionaires in this. So that's how crazy we are, and that's how much actual uh how much I actually believe in and faith that I have in appliance repair that we can do it, and we can do it, and we are gonna do it. So once again, if you would go to appliancebootcamp.com if you hadn't already, I have it in the actual description. Order the course, and I'll see y'all on Thursday.